Episode 68, A Day of Romance, Hearts and Hooves Day, The Cloud Dominium, Sondash lying in bed together.
Oh, good morning to you, hubby. Now that's how you start Hearts and Hooves Day.
Tell me about it. Glad we got a head start on the festivities last night.
Seriously, though, do you think we're going to have enough energy left for today?
Is that a trick question?
It's true, though. You do have incredible stamina. I did think of something, though. It's our first Hearts and Hooves Day together, and we never planned anything romantic. Not that I'm into that sort of thing, but still.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, we're a little late to the party, so trying to get a reservation at a restaurant tonight is going to be impossible.
Come on, Dash. We really don't need a reservation at a fancy restaurant. I say we head out to the house in Hoovesdale Valley right now. We'll go to the store out there and buy a dinner, and we'll cook it over a bonfire tonight. It'll be a quiet, awesome, and romantic dinner for two out in the wilderness.
I like your way of thinking, Sonic. I'm totally in. And luckily for us, it's supposed to feel like spring out there this weekend.
All right, awesome. I guess we better get a move on then, huh?
Yep, gotta go fast, right?
You said it. Let's grab a shower first, and then we'll have a nice, hearty breakfast before heading out today. I love you, Rainbow Dash. You're the best wife a hedgehog could ever ask for. Happy Hearts and Hooves Day, babe. Sondash, share a kiss.
Happy Hearts and Hooves Day, Hedgie.
When there is love, I can't wait to talk about it when things get rough. I like to walk with you when it's night. I like to be the light that's missing and remind you every minute of the future isn't written, not yet. When the heart feels heavy, we can lighten it up. If you've had enough, well, you can empty your glass and we can fill it.
Have fun with Apple Bloom today, Nux. Don't worry, we'll have a blast.
So what you making up, I can make it up. That you could be loved no matter what. You know the only time is
Ponyville Hospital. Aeon is sleeping in his bed. Sunset Shimmer enters with flowers. Aeon wakes up. I wasn't sure what kind of flowers you liked, or even if you liked them at all, so I took a chance with daisies. They're beautiful, thanks. Oh, I can't believe Sonic destroyed my crystal. Now I really am just an ordinary hedgehog. That's so not true in my opinion. The way you love me makes you pretty extraordinary if you ask me. Aside from the broken ribs and a punctured lung, I will be released tomorrow morning. I know it wasn't the way in which we wanted to celebrate this so-called holiday of love. But I grabbed us a couple of movies to watch, and Dr. Horse has okayed me staying in overnight tonight. I am sad we can't horse around, pun intended, but I did convince Starlight to pop me up a very large bag of her famous popcorn, so... Well, at least I'll have you here, and Sonic let me live, so I'm rather grateful. Can I ask you something? Sure, fire away. Is it wrong for me to be furious at Twilight for this happening to you? I know in the end why she did it, but I can't help feeling salty over this. There's no reason to be holding a grudge, my dear. I knew what I was getting into when I accepted the fight with Sonic. At least now the past is behind me. But Aeon, it's not fair that your crystal was destroyed. It's probably for the best that it was. There is a lot of evil in the universe. At least now it will never fall into their hands. Meanwhile, Pinkie Pie and Manic are on a commuter train to Manhattan.
I'm super duper excited to be spending Hearts and Hooves Day in Manhattan with you, Manic. What are we gonna do, huh?
No way, I'm not telling you anything, Double P.
Ooh, a surprise. I just love surprises. They're so much fun. The mystery, the secret, the element of surprise, the look of joy that'll be on my face when you give it to me. I just can't wait. Oh, wait. Yes, I can't.
I think you're really going to love it, Pinkie Pie, especially what I have planned for us as an after party. Manic winks.
We have the best after parties.
You won't hear me disagree with you on that.
Well, I need to dress up for this.
Are you kidding? That means I'd have to dress up too. And you know how I feel about that, kid. Just trust me when I say you're going to love what I have in store for you tonight.
Okie dokie Loki, Manic.
Sweet Apple Acres, Applejack, and Big Mac pouring bushels of apples on a bed of hay. Can I ask why we're wasting such good apples? It's all part of my plan for Nux and I tonight. I have quite the surprise for him. I don't want to know, but apparently it's a good thing that I'm going out with Sugar Belle tonight. Do you ever wonder if Mama and Papa are watching us from up there? Yup, all the time. I think they're proud of what we've done and how we've raised Apple Bloom. You've been one great big sister to her, and one day you'll be the same as a mother to your own children. Ah, shucks, Big Mac. And you're going to be an awesome daddy with the kids you eventually have with Sugar Belle. I love you, sis. And I love you, you big lug. They share a hug. Will's house. Will serving a late breakfast. I'm sorry if we spoiled any Hearts and Hooves Day plans you may have had, but you know your mother. Oh, Dad, it's fine. Yeah, we totally love having your company. I really enjoyed meeting you guys during Heartswarming. And it was our pleasure to have you there, Starlight. Mom, I know Nightshade was an ancestor to your side of the family. Is there anything you can tell me about him? Yes, but why do you want to know? Because he's been freed from his stone prison. I tried to fight him, but he overpowered me. I need to know how big of a threat he really is. Oh, William, I really don't want to discuss him with you at the moment. Your mom is right. Now is not the time to discuss this. Nightshade's actions cost me my chance at royalty, and all I want to know is, can he be trusted? To make a long story short, no, he can't. Ponies deal with heartbreak in their own way. When that pony was and is as powerful as he is, it tends to lead to a more violent outburst. Like you, he was born a natural alicorn and was born with the mark of Herc. When word had spread to Princess Celestia about Nightshade, she immediately took him under her tutelage to train him to be of royalty. Nightshade proved to be worthy of a crown. He helped ponies in need, was incredibly powerful, and used that power to protect Equestria from evil. During this time, before Nightshade was crowned, he developed a love for Princess Celestia. He kept it a secret because he feared that it could cost him a crown, and it wasn't until after he became the ruler of Europony did he finally tell Celestia that he was in love with her. As you know, she rejected his love, and he disappeared for 5 years, and when he returned, we all know what happened. But you don't believe there's a chance he may have changed after being locked away in stone for the last 800 years? Oh, I wouldn't bet on it. Again, I never knew my ancestor. All I heard were the stories. When Will was born, Princess Celestia immediately shunned him, especially once she noticed the mark of Herc. Needless to say, she refused to take a risk of Will turning out to be like Nightshade, so she refused to train him as a royal alicorn. My son has paid for our ancestors' mistakes, and to me it's not fair that my son's character has been questioned because of family lineage from 800 years ago. Son, do you really want to be part of the royalty? I mean, you've become such a successful writer and playwright. It would have been nice to have the opportunity, but I was, like Mom said, judged for somebody else's mistakes. I do enjoy writing novels and plays, but I can't help feel like I was meant to do so much more. I know you're powerful, Will, but being a royal is incredibly stressful. I've worked for Princess Twilight Sparkle for a few years now, and I can tell you she's completely overwhelmed at times, and she's the lowest ranking princess in Equestria. All of the equestrian princesses live difficult lives and have very little time to devote to their own interests and passions. Think about it, Will. How old is Princess Celestia? She's over 10,000 years old. Exactly, and she's yet to find love in her life. She doesn't have time for that with ruling over the whole planet. My point is that you'd sacrifice a lot being a royal. That may be true, Starlight, but it doesn't change the fact that I was unfairly judged by Nightshade's actions. I know I live a very stressful life as a writer and a playwright, but I would have at least appreciated a chance at earning my place amongst the royalty. Mid-afternoon, Canterlot Castle. Princess Luna enters Princess Celestia's chamber. Princess Celestia looks up from her scroll at her desk. Good afternoon, and happy Hearts and Hooves Day to you, my sister. Happy Hearts and Hooves Day to you as well, Tia. My, you're keeping yourself busy today. Well, as you know, I really don't have time for love. Ruling over Equestria and helping every pony is my love in life, so I've always focused more attention to my duties on this day. You look well rested. Why, yes, historically, I have less work to do during the week of Hearts and Hooves Day. There's very little nightmares in Equestria, as every pony dreams sweet dreams of love and romance during this week. Do you ever wish to find love, my sister? I already found love, Luna. However, I fear, in fact, I know he doesn't feel the same for me. Oh, well, who's the lucky stallion? I'd rather not say, my sister. I dream about him from time to time, though, so if you ever saw my dreams while in the dream realm, you'd certainly know who it is. Believe it or not, I try to stay out of your dreams, as my duties are to Equestria, and I also choose to respect your private thoughts. I'm usually far too busy battling all of Equestria's nightmares to wander into one of your dreams, although I may start doing so now if I ever need a break. Nightshade appears inside of Princess Celestia's chamber. Nightshade! Ah, good morrow, and happy Hearts and Hooves Day, beautiful. What do you want? My sister is far too busy to deal with the likes of your presence today, Nightshade. I simply came by to wish Celestia well, and this is what I receive. It's all right, Luna. Happy Hearts and Hooves Day, Nightshade. However, as my sister stated, I am quite busy today. How may I assist you? Oh, well, since you asked so nicely, I was hoping maybe I could take you out for a nice dinner here in Canterlot tonight. You know, to celebrate this festive holiday and perhaps to make amends for what I've done in the past. This is a new beginning for you and I, after all. Very well, I will accept your invitation. There is much to discuss about your future here in Equestria. You may return at 7 tonight. It's a date. Nightshade smiles and disappears. Are you sure this is a good idea? Not to worry, Luna. My intentions for Nightshade remain the same as they did 800 years ago. This dinner with him tonight will be a great opportunity to tell him that, and to explain what my expectations are of him in the current society of Equestria. Understood, but would you prefer if I accompanied you this evening? No, I'll make sure we're in public, just in case he tries anything foolish. I was being sincere when I said I wanted there to be peace between myself and Nightshade, and tonight's dinner will provide an opportunity for me to convey that message. Downtown Ponyville. Knuckles and Applebloom are walking down the street.
Thanks for spending the day with me today, Nooks.
Don't mention it. Aside from Applejack, you're the most important thing in my life. It's been nice spending the afternoon with you, Applebloom.
It has been nice for me too, but I kinda had an ulterior motive as to why I requested this day with you. Applejack has quite a night planned for the two of you, and she requested that I get you off of Sweet Apple Acre property long enough for her to set everything up to keep it a surprise for you.
Oh, did she now? Well, you're the best distraction an echidna could ever ask for. Sweet Pea, now can I tell you a little secret of my own?
Absolutely.
Tonight is going to be the biggest night of your sister's life. You see, right now I'm heading over to the jewelry store to pick up a very special gift for your sister.
Oh my goodness, are you gonna ask Applejack to marry you tonight, Knuckles?
I am, so long as I don't blow it and get cold feet.
Apple Bloom begins crying.
Oh, I am so dang happy for my sister. I just know she's gonna say yes. This means you're really gonna be part of our family, Nux.
Apple Bloom engulfs Knuckles in a hug.
I thought I already was part of the family.
Well, duh. Now it becomes official. And don't worry, I will contain my excitement and keep your secret a secret.
Come on, I'll show you the rings I'm buying for us, but there's still one last thing I need to do before I ask Applejack to marry me.
And what's that?
I need to get back home in order to catch Big Mac in time so I can ask for his permission to marry AJ first.
Oh, Big Mac is going to be so touched and honored to be the one that gives permission. That is a mighty noble thing you're doing.
Well, until I came along, Big Mac was the most significant male in Applejack's life, and it's only fitting that I ask him for her hoof in marriage.
Good luck to you tonight, Knuckles. It's a shame I won't be there to witness it, because I have that party tonight at Twilight's Castle.
Ponyville Pizza, Tails and Fluttershy take their seats.
This was a great choice, Tails. So, what else did you have planned for this evening?
Honestly, I really just wanted to keep it simple with you. I figured it's such a nice night out tonight that we'd have a romantic evening out in the backyard and roast marshmallows together, snuggling up next to a bonfire.
That sounds wonderful. I'm really happy with how you've planned our evening, Tails.
Well, I knew this was your favorite restaurant, so that part was easy. It was coming up with a romantic activity that was the hard part for me. As you've probably guessed, I'm not much of the romantic type.
Oh, but you are though, Tails. Picking elaborate places to go and making it over the top isn't romantic. You are very warm-hearted, caring, sweet, and so adorable that just being around you is romantic enough for me. Honestly, I'd be happy just going home and having your arms wrapped around me all night. But a bonfire with some marshmallows is a great added touch.
I'm just happy that I can be myself around you and not feel awkward.
I know that feeling all too well. You're doing a wonderful job managing my animal sanctuary.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been really easy running it for you, and the vet does a great job documenting what the animals need for their rehab during the healing process. So, how have things been going for you working for Rarity?
I'm learning a lot, and I'm becoming more talkative and assertive with our clients. The other day, I actually called Applejack darling when she was shopping at the boutique.
Oh, wow, you really are picking up a lot from Rarity. I noticed you becoming more confident in yourself since working for her.
I really have become more confident. I mean, I'm not afraid to talk to ponies anymore.
Waiter walks over. I'll assume you want the usual, Fluttershy.
Yes, unless you wanted something different, Tails.
No, the usual is fine by me. All right, I'll be back with your drinks, and I'll get your order in right away. Thanks.
Thank you.
Waiter walks away. You look stunning tonight, Fluttershy. I still can't believe I have such a beautiful girl like you as my girlfriend.
Thanks, and I'd like to think I'm the lucky one. For some reason, I've never been shy or bashful around you. The comfort I feel around you has always been natural, and I think it has to do with the fact that you're the most amazing guy I've ever met that makes me feel so comfortable around you.
And I opened up to you pretty quickly when I'd normally be shy and quiet myself. You were there for me when I was grieving Cosmo. You genuinely cared about my pain and comforted me when I needed you to, that it made it easy for me to trust you. Aside from just being gorgeous, you have a heart of gold, Fluttershy. Falling in love with you wasn't that difficult, because I do agree with you that everything with us just seems natural. Meanwhile, Sweet Apple Acres. Knuckles walking into the farmhouse. Applejack greets Knuckles as he enters. Oh, hey, Knux. How did things go with your day with Apple Bloom?
We had a blast, AJ. It made me a little sad saying goodbye to her when I dropped her off at Twilight's Castle for her party with the Crusaders, but I had to get back here before Big Mac left for the night with Sugar Belle. Please tell me he's still here.
Why, yes, he is. He's upstairs getting ready for his date. As a matter of fact, I'm heading up there now to freshen up a bit myself. Winks. I have a very special night planned for us, Knux.
I do too. Come on, I'll walk you up.
They head upstairs together. So what did you and Apple Bloom do today?
We stopped at a couple of different shops. Apple Bloom picked out a cowboy hat for herself, and I took her out for a late lunch before walking her over to Twilight's castle. Is she spending the night there, or is one of us picking her up?
She's spending the night there. Like I said, I have very special plans for us tonight. Care to join me in the shower, Nooks?
I'll be along in a minute. There's something important I need to do first before joining you, though.
All right, Sugar Cube. They kiss. Applejack heads into the bathroom. Knuckles knocks on Big Mac's bedroom door. Big Mac opens the door.
Oh, hey, Knuckles. Are you ready for your big night with Applejack tonight? For the most part, yes, but there is something that's making me nervous, and I needed to ask you something before you left this evening.
Knuckles enters the room and closes the door.
So, what did you want to ask me? Indeed, this is going to be a very big night potentially for both AJ and I believe in being proper, and since your father isn't here to do this honor, I thought it was only fitting that I ask you for permission to ask Applejack to marry me. Yup, you have my permission to marry my sister.
Big Mac embraces Knuckles.
Thanks, you big lug. I already know she's gonna say yes, but good luck to you anyway. Even though you've always been a part of this family, it's gonna be nice making it official. Thank you for having the respect to ask for my blessing. You have no idea what that just meant to me just now. Meanwhile, Rarity's boutique. Silver and Rarity are enjoying dinner up in Rarity's loft.
So lately I've been thinking about our engagement and about our wedding day in general, darling. I was hoping we could get married next summer and have a destination wedding in Malaysia.
That sounds great to me, but do you really want to wait another full year to be married?
Well, here's the thing, darling. I really want to get married in a specific location, and there aren't any openings until early next summer. The place I had in mind is in a beautiful garden that Miss Main owns. Since returning to our world, Miss Main has decided to host weddings inside her garden, and I must say it's absolutely breathtaking, the majestic beauty of this place.
You know I'd marry you right now if you were willing, but I know how important this day is to you, so I'm on board with this decision.
Wonderful. I am so happy I have time to plan our perfect wedding day and not feel rushed. I already started working on my wedding gown. Who am I kidding? I have already started a whole line for that occasion. Everything from the wedding gown, the reception dress, and I've planned on designing an outfit for every day of our honeymoon as well.
I'm not surprised by that at all, actually.
Speaking of clothing, darling, I had a huge favor to ask of you. I agree with Sassy that you'd make an incredibly hot model for my company, and I wanted to know if you'd be interested in doing so.
Gee, Rarity, I'm not sure I'm model material.
Oh, Silver, don't be ridiculous. You're incredibly handsome and have an amazing body. You'd honestly be perfect to model my lines of clothing, and I have created the perfect line of clothing for you for your debut.
Rarity gives Silver a gift. Silver opens up the gift and pulls out the outfit Rarity had made for him. Wow, this outfit is very sleek and durable.
That's the new line I want you to model for, darling. It's a sexy workout line I've been developing as part of my new spring line. That outfit I made specifically for you, and I'd be honored if you modeled it for me during the Manhattan Spring Fashion Show. Silver, darling, I truly believe you'd make a fabulous model for me, and for my company in general. All I'm asking is that you try it out just this once, and if you don't like it, I won't ask you to do it ever again.
This outfit looks pretty cool, Rarity. This is the first time the words sexy and workout have ever been used together in the same context. If it means that much to my fiancé for me to model during a fashion show, then I'll do it.
Oh, Silver, thank you so much. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
I have a feeling the guys are going to have a lot of laughs at my expense over this, but again, I'm doing this for you, Rarity, and that's all that matters. Do you want me to try this on now?
Oh no, I definitely want to wait until later on tonight. I want the pleasure of a private modeling performance, darling. I think we'll be able to prove that sexy and workout undoubtedly belong in the same context together.
I'm pretty sure we will.
Meanwhile, Sweet Apple Acres, the pear apple tree.
Thanks for a nice romantic dinner with me, Nooks. I really did teach you well on making one mighty fine barrel of apple cider, didn't I?
You taught me a whole heck of a lot more than just apple cider. I never knew what it meant to be in love until I met you.
Speaking of love, I told you I was going to take you someplace special tonight, and it's where we're standing right now. This place is sacred grounds here at Sweet Apple Acres, and I always told you it was off limits, but I felt tonight was the night I wanted to share this place and its story with you. Applejack has a tear streak down her cheek. Knuckles uses his thumb to wipe away the tear.
I can tell this place must have a pretty unforgettable story to tell.
It's my parents' special place. They were every bit of a forbidden love story, a real-life Romeo and Juliet story, if you will, and as you know, their story also ended in a terrible tragedy. My mother and father's families were bitter rivals. Mama's family grew pears, and my papa's family grew apples, and they were constantly at odds with each other over who had a more successful business. As they grew older, Mama and Papa began to fall in love and had secret rendezvous until one day my daddy proposed to Mama right here where this tree stands. As a symbol of that occasion, they planted apple and pear seeds together, and this apple-pear tree grew, intertwining with each other. If you look at the center of the tree, the branches and limbs have intertwined with each other to form a heart. My parents got married right here in front of this tree from where their seeds of love grew together, and I want to do the same when we get married, Nux.
You know, before we came out here for dinner, it was imperative that I found Big Mac before he left with Sugar Belle. I've known for a long time that I've wanted to ask you this question, but before I did so, I had to ask Big Mac for his blessing. He deserved that honor since he's the most significant stallion in your life, with your dad passing away.
Applejack begins crying heavily with tears of joy. Oh, I can't believe you're about to ask me this. And what did Big Mac say, Sugar Cube?
He said I was already family, and that he's happy and honored to give his blessing to make that official. But the rest is up to us to make it official.
Knuckles gets down on one knee and pulls off his right glove, exposing the 2 wedding rings. Oh, Nux, I can't believe this is happening.
Applejack, from the moment I met you, I knew there was something incredible about you. The Master Emerald knew there was something special about you, too. It told me that you were an honest, kind, and loyal pony who would also do anything to protect those you love. That's why it chose you to become a guardian alongside of me. The truth is, I fell in love with you for all the same reasons the Master Emerald chose you to help me guard it. You are without a doubt the greatest blessing that has ever been given to me, AJ, and it would be an honor to marry you right here in front of this tree like your parents did. Applejack, I love you with all that is in me, and I want to show it to you for the rest of our lives together as your husband. Will you marry me, AJ?
You darn tootin' I want to marry you, Knuckles the Echidna. I love you, Sugar Cube. They share their first kiss as an engaged couple. Meanwhile, Twilight's castle. Spike is having his friendly gathering with the Cutie Mark Crusaders and Rumble.
I'm having a really great time tonight, guys. You said it, Sweetie Belle. It's always nice having our annual get-together on Hearts and Hooves Day. I'm happy I had the chance to hang out with you girls today. I'm sorry I kind of changed your normal routine of making fun of every love-struck pony. Well, things have changed this year. Now we're all love-struck ponies, except for you, Apple Bloom. I have my reasons for not having a boyfriend like you and Sweetie Belle. I'm not ready to have one yet, and none of the boys I like me in that kind of way. Oh, come on! Sonic is too old for you, and he's married to Rainbow Dash, and Chris is with Amy. There has to be another boy that you like, Apple Bloom. No, there really isn't. Besides, I'm happy just being a kid and not worrying about stuff like that anyways.
So what did every pony do before coming here tonight?
Scoots and I wound up going shopping instead of playing hockey like we originally wanted to. Yeah, it's kind of hard to play ice hockey when there is no ice. Spike and I had a wonderful dinner here at the castle before you guys arrived. I never knew Shadow was such an amazing cook.
I'm glad you enjoyed the dinner, Sweetie Belle. I did too.
Well, I spent the day with Knuckles because Applejack wanted to set up everything for her big night with him tonight, and she wanted to keep it a secret, so I convinced him to take me around town for some shopping. Not only that, but Knuckles went to a jewelry store to pick up wedding rings. He's going to ask my sister to marry him tonight. Oh my gosh, Apple Bloom! That would be so cool if AJ said yes. Oh, I hope she does. Well, of course she's going to say yes. She's been waiting months for him to propose. I know. I'm just so excited to have Knuckles to be an official part of our family. When the time comes for me to choose a guy, I honestly hope I find a guy like Knuckles. He treats my sister the way a guy should treat a lady. Rumble looks at the clock. Oh, it's just after 9. I better be heading home. My parents wanted me in by 10. Spike, it's been a blast. Likewise, Rumble. I'll have to come back sometime and check out some more of your comics. Are you ready, Scootaloo? I sure am. Oh, and Apple Bloom, if AJ is engaged, tell her I said congratulations. I'll be sure to tell her, Scoots. You and Rumble get home safely, you hear? Don't worry, we will. Bye, girls. Bye, Spike. See you, Scootaloo. Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle. Bye. Scootaloo and Rumble leave Spike's room. Elsewhere in the castle, Twilight and Shadow are snuggled up on a couch near the fireplace in Twilight's library.
I'm sorry I doubted your judgment about Sonic. When he transformed into Dark Sonic, I honestly thought he was going to kill Aeon.
I'd be lying if I said part of me wasn't concerned, but I kept faith that he wouldn't let us down, and he didn't. For what it's worth, Shadow, I'm sorry I didn't choose you.
Don't worry about that, Twilight. You were right for choosing Sonic over me. I'm not pure of heart like he is, and the elements of harmony would turn against me in a battle.
That's not the reason I chose Sonic over you. Yes, Sonic is pure of heart and truly has Equestria's best interest in mind. But Shadow, you aren't capable of equestrian magic like Sonic is, and that's why I couldn't choose you.
Just out of curiosity, who are the other choices?
Starlight was my only other option other than Sonic once I narrowed it down. I felt that Sonic was the better option because Starlight has had a dark past, and not to mention Sonic's power exceeds Starlight's.
I never thought I'd see the day that Sonic would surpass me in power. It's quite remarkable just how much stronger he's become since arriving here.
Well, Sonic never knew how to tap into his alicorn abilities until more recently when Princess Celestia taught him how to do so. I've never felt a power like his when he transformed into that dark form. I'm not sure if we've felt Nightshade's true power yet, but Sonic in his dark form may actually be enough to wipe out Nightshade without the Harmony Chaos Cannon.
An interesting theory, Twilight, but let's not forget about Sonya and Will and how they factor into the Triad of Power. I wonder if Nightshade is capable of absorbing their powers into his body, much like you said Lord Tyrek could do. If he's capable of that, then there's a chance he may be able to harness the powers of the Triad of Power by himself.
If he's capable of that, then Equestria is in worse danger than it's ever been in. A great theory of your own, Shadow. I guess only time will tell if Nightshade has truly been reformed or not. Elsewhere in Manhattan, Manic had surprised Pinkie Pie with front row tickets to see her sister Maud perform with Discord. Manic had secretly reached out to Maud for the tickets to see this magic and comedy show. Maud's dry sense of humor was a hit, not only with Pinkie Pie, but with the entire Manhattan crowd, while Discord dazzled with his amazing magical feats and sense of humor. After the show had ended, Manic and Pinkie Pie met up with Discord and Maud backstage, and they all agreed to go out and have a nice dinner. Emilio's. Pinkie Pie, Manic, Maud, and Discord are nearing the end of their meal. Wow, I never ate at a restaurant this fancy. Thanks for treating us, Discord.
It was my pleasure, Pinkie Pie. So, did you two enjoy the show?
I know I did.
Oh yeah, I did too. I never realized just how much talent you had, Maud. You two are seriously great together, and as usual, your magic was amazing, Discord.
I'll admit I was concerned when I lost Trixie, but Maud has been a great addition in her place. I do miss Trixie's magical screw-ups, though. That was always the funniest thing about her.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourselves. Totally, and thanks for sending us those tickets, Maud. Manic wanted to surprise you for Hearts and Hooves Day. He wrote me a letter and asked if I could get you front row seats for tonight's show.
Aw, Manic, this was really a great surprise. I have the bestest guy ever.
Speaking of great guys, how's Tail been treating Fluttershy?
Like a total sweetheart. I've never seen Fluttershy so happy, and she's developed this really cool confidence eye too.
Yeah, Tails treats Fluttershy like a princess.
Well, that makes me incredibly happy to hear. Fluttershy deserves it.
Discord appears to be slightly glum at the moment.
What's wrong, Discord? You look a little sad all of a sudden.
Oh, it's this ridiculous holiday. Just look at those ponies over there. They're stuffing their mouths with each other's kisses rather than eating their delicious meals that the chef worked hard on preparing for them. Discord is upset that he hasn't found a lover yet.
Oh, come on, Discord. Lighten up. I mean, you're handsome and funny. I'm sure there's a stallion out there just waiting for you.
That's just it, Pinkie Pie. I lied to Fluttershy when I told her I was into stallions.
But why would you do that?
Well, what else was I supposed to do? Fluttershy was in love with me, but I don't share the same feelings for her as she does me. She's been the most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me, and I couldn't break her heart by telling her I'm in love with some pony else. You should always be honest, Discord, especially when Fluttershy is your bestie.
Maud's right. Fluttershy deserves to know the truth.
I suppose you're right about that. It will definitely be easier to tell her the truth now that she has tails. There are times I regret not being with Fluttershy. I know she'd make me the happiest Draconequus in Equestria.
Then I don't understand why you turned her down when she poured her heart out to you. And what's worse, that you lied about the reason you didn't want to be with her.
Well, if you're not into stallions, then who's the mare you in love with? I'd rather not say. It doesn't matter anyway. She doesn't feel the same about me. Discord, you're not only my partner, but you've become my friend. I really think you should use your magic and teleport to whoever it is you love, so you have the chance at being happy. Absolutely not. There's no chance she feels the same, and I refuse to be heartbroken. You won't know unless you try, dude. Let me tell you something, dude. There's no chance in a lifetime that Celestia is in love with me. I've done too many horrible things in the past for love to be possible between us.
Princess Celestia?
Whoa, talk about your revelations, bro. See, I told you the whole idea is absurd.
That's it. It's time for a Pinky intervention. Discord, you've been lying to yourself long enough. It's time to pony up and tell Princess Celestia that you love her. But before you do that, you need to tell Fluttershy the truth. She's your best friend and deserves to know the truth from you before she finds out for herself.
Pinky, I am the god of chaos. I'm not supposed to experience love.
You already have. From the moment you met Fluttershy, as a matter of fact. Her kind, gentle, and caring soul is what allowed you to open yourself up to love and allow you to be reformed. You owe it to yourself to be happy, Discord, and you'll never truly be reformed if you don't go to Princess Celestia tonight and tell her how you feel. It's better than sitting here and hating on every pony who's experiencing what you want.
I'm sorry. I may have had the heart to be reformed, but I can't handle the thought of being rejected by Celestia. Here's a bag of bits. It will be more than enough to pay for our meal. Discord snaps his fingers and disappears. Meanwhile, Fluttershy's cottage. Fluttershy and Tails are holding each other in front of a fire outside.
Oh, what a lovely late winter evening this is.
Yeah, I was half tempted to change our plans for the evening and take the boat out onto the lagoon.
That would have been wonderful. Honestly, though, Tails, it didn't matter to me what we did this evening. All that mattered to me is that we spend this night together. I wanted to thank you, Tails.
For what?
For loving me and for helping me become a more confident mare. Your kind heart brought out my sweet, assertive side because I felt so comfortable around you.
I know what you mean. Even I wasn't as shy around you when we met. You made it very easy for me to trust you because you're very pretty, sweet, and kind. You were there for me while I was grieving Cosmo, and you never judged me for it either. Even when I wished death upon myself, you were stern yet caring when I needed you to be, and you brought back the belief that I could experience happiness again after losing her.
I can't pretend to know what it feels like to lose someone you love as much as Cosmo, but I wasn't going to sit back and listen to you wish death on yourself.
Meanwhile, inside of Fluttershy's cottage, Discord appears in her living room. Fluttershy? Discord looks out to the backyard and spots the bonfire. Back outside. Well, whatever it was, tough love, kindness, or compassion, it made me feel happy that you cared as much as you did, Shy. I love you, and I'm very thankful we're together. They share an intimate kiss. Tails lays Fluttershy down on her back. Tails is lying beside her, still kissing her passionately. Fluttershy gently pulls Tails over the top of her. They stare into each other's eyes intensely. Sorry to disturb your romantic evening.
Oh, Discord? Why am I not surprised you'd show up and ruin this moment?
Discord snaps his fingers and Tails' mouth is zipped shut. Zip it, Tails! There's something very important I need to tell Fluttershy, and I don't need your snarky comments.
Discord, could you please remove the zipper off of Tails' mouth?
Fine, as you wish. Discord snaps his fingers and the zipper on Tails' mouth disappears.
You've got a lot of nerve showing up here like this, Discord. If you think I'm going to just stand aside and let you profess your love for Fluttershy, then you're sadly mistaken.
I didn't come here to profess my love for her. I came here to apologize and to be honest with her. So you better listen closely too, Fox. I've been lying to you, Fluttershy, and the reason I've been doing so is because you're my most dear friend, and I didn't want to hurt you with the truth.
The truth about what? You know you can always be honest with me.
Oh, very well then. I lied to you when I told you I was attracted to stallions because I didn't have the heart to tell you that I wasn't in love with you. I figured a lie would hurt you less than knowing that I didn't share the same feelings for you as you did for me. And then there's the fact that I've been in love with some pony else for a very long time. I'm sorry for the deception, Fluttershy, but I do love and care about you as a dear friend, and I couldn't hurt you with the truth. I hope you don't hate me, and that you'll forgive me. Fluttershy embraces Discord.
I could never hate you, Discord. You're my best friend, and from this point forward, you can always be honest with me, no matter what. So who's the lucky mare that you're in love with?
I'm not sure. I should say, to be honest, I'm pretty sure she doesn't feel the same for me as I do for her.
Well, you won't know unless you tell whoever she is how you feel. Why wouldn't you think she likes you? I mean, you're handsome, charming, and incredibly funny.
Now I am, but I was once evil and feared by every pony. There's no way in Celestia that Celestia loves a guy like me.
Oh my goodness, you're in love with Princess Celestia? Whoa, talk about your shockers.
Discord snaps his fingers and a burlap bag appears with a cat running out of it. Meow! Well, now that I made that official, I guess it is considerably foolish of me to be in love with Celestia. Or is it more foolish to think she'd actually love me? Oh, either way, I don't have a chance with her. I don't feel like I'm worthy of being loved by her after what I did.
Have you forgotten that it was Princess Celestia's idea to free you from Stone the second time? She felt you deserved a chance at being reformed. She believed in you then and really showed that she cared about you. If you don't tell her how you feel, then you definitely have no chance with her. At this point, what do you have to lose?
You're right, Fluttershy. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Discord.
Discord snaps his fingers and disappears. Canterlot Castle. Princess Celestia and Nightshade having dinner. This has been a delightful evening, Celestia. A romantic dinner fit for royalty. Yes, well, I'm glad you brought the subject of royalty up, Nightshade. Why do I have this sense that you're about to ruin this evening by discussing politics? Look, Nightshade, I want peace between us. However, you need to understand that there are boundaries that you are not to cross. One of those boundaries is that you're no longer a part of the royalty, and if you try to force your way back into a position of one, then I will have no choice but to order your destruction. My, the peace between us disappeared so quickly there, Tia. You should know I have no intentions of reclaiming the province of Europony, and even if I did, I know damn well you couldn't stop me. It's dreadfully obvious that you fear my power. It explains why you want peace so badly with me. Your arrogance is something that hasn't changed in 800 years. I wasn't bluffing when I said we have a weapon that's powerful enough to eradicate you from existence. I sincerely hope you don't give us a reason to use it, because not even the powers of the God of Power, Herc, will be able to save you from its destructive powers. Then why trust me? Why give me the chance of change? The power of this weapon, if mishandled, could wipe out the entire planet, a risk I do not wish to take again. This weapon, at its maximum power, is also capable of wiping out full galaxies in seconds. The other reason I haven't ordered its use upon you is because I am giving you the opportunity to make amends for what you've done. I believe you earned it after 800 years.
Earned it? The last 800 years is the price I paid for loving you.
You chose to attack me. You and you alone are responsible for killing 6 of my guards with your rage. All because I didn't love you. You tried to kill me and force me to use the elements of harmony against you to defend myself. Discord appears at the castle.
Guard, is the lady of the castle present?
She is, but Princess Celestia is having dinner with the former Prince of Europony, Nightshade, and wishes to not be disturbed.
Ah, so she's in the formal dining room then. Thank you kindly.
The guard quickly steps in front of Discord.
Hey, where are you going, Discord? I told you she doesn't want to be disturbed. She's having a diplomatic meeting.
On Hearts and Hooves Day, please. Besides, I'm not intentionally going to disturb her, although what I need to say to her might. Oh, come on! Do you honestly think you're going to stop me from seeing Celestia tonight? I mean, I could render you completely helpless with the snap of my finger.
Guard stands down and allows Discord to pass.
That's what I thought.
Discord begins making his way towards the dining room.
Meanwhile, back in the dining room.
Do you blame me for reacting the way in which I did? You kissed me at my royal ball celebrating my coronation. I don't know, to me when a mare kisses a stallion like that, it means something.
I can understand how that gave you mixed signals. I was attempting to feel something for you, but sadly they weren't there. I am truly sorry for giving you the wrong impression about things, but shortly after that kiss I was quite clear on the matter of where my feelings stood for you, and yet you pursued me relentlessly. I am acknowledging my wrongdoings by giving you a second chance. Discord listening through the door. With that being said, I could never love you, Nightshade, because I've been in love with somebody else for a very, very long time. I was in love with him before you were turned to stone. Maybe if I had been upfront about that with you, you wouldn't have done what you did.
If this guy was around when I was 800 years ago, why weren't you with him?
Because, like you, he made a tragic mistake and was turned to stone by the elements of harmony.
Wow, your kiss of death is turning ponies to stone with the elements of harmony.
Discord opens the door.
Well, hello, your majesty. Ah, the immortal god of chaos. Stand back, I will protect you from his evil magic.
No, it's all right, Nightshade. Discord has been reformed on his own will. He's a friend, and a very dear one.
A friend? A friend? Well, I guess that answers my question. Enjoy your romantic evening.
Discord slowly exits the room. Princess Celestia excuses herself and goes after him. She catches up to him. Discord! Wait! Please don't leave.
Why shouldn't I? You clearly have company.
Discord, please. I have something I need to tell you, and I intend on telling you tonight. Just please go up and wait for me in my chamber. I promise I will be with you shortly.
Oh, all right. It's only because I care about what you have to say.
Snaps his fingers and disappears into Princess Celestia's chamber. Princess Celestia returns to the dining room.
So, you're in love with the god of chaos, even after he tried to kill you.
I was in love with Discord far before he tried to take over Equestria, and for a while things looked promising with him. Then, one day, Discord vanished, and when he returned he came back evil, and said that Grogar, the king of the demons himself, corrupted his magic and promised him immortality if he were to devote his life to bringing chaos and disharmony to Equestria. Discord accepted because he was overpowered by Grogar. Luna and I did the only thing we could do to save Equestria, and that was turn Discord to stone with the elements of harmony. You attempted to kill me on your own free will.
I know the story. Spare me.
Well, I guess on that note, I will be on my way. I hope that you wind up happy in the end. It's nice to finally know the truth after all these years. Good evening, Celestia. Nightshade uses his magic and disappears back to his castle in Europony. After 10 p.m., Hoofsdale Valley, Sondash's wilderness house. Sondash are wrapped up in a blanket together enjoying a fire. Ah, man. Dinner was delicious, Dash.
Thanks, Sonic.
There's nothing like cooking a stew in a kettle over a fire. It definitely hit the spot.
Totally. Especially after the amount of energy it took for us to get here. So how are you feeling after your fight with Aeon yesterday?
I'm a little sore and banged up, but I'll be okay. I'm honestly satisfied at the outcome of that fight.
I get why Twilight had to test you like that, but seriously, I thought at one point you and Aeon were legit going to kill one another.
I was never going to kill him, Dash, especially once I knew what was at stake. I executed my plan perfectly. I destroyed his magic crystal and took away all his fake powers. And by doing so, I also saved Equestria from the triad of power ever being absorbed by it.
I'm sorry I doubted you, babe. I am so proud of you passing Twilight's test and showing compassion to Aeon.
I may never like the guy, but Aeon does deserve a second chance. New planet, new beginnings after all. Besides, destroying his crystal was revenge enough for me. We're even as far as I'm concerned.
Sonic, do you think Aeon was telling the truth about that eclipse guy coming here eventually?
Sonic shrugs. Possibly. But we have enough right here and now to worry about with Nightshade and potentially my sister Sonia joining forces. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that they've both changed their ways, because if not, then Equestria is in incredible danger, and we're in for one serious battle.
I know Nightshade is going to be a tough fight if he gives us a reason to do so, but how are we going to handle the situation with Sonia if she becomes a threat again?
Look, tonight is about us, Dash. I don't want to waste time discussing Sonia or the next threat facing Equestria.
Agreed. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Dashy. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about all this stuff as well. That's kind of been my problem all these years. I was always looking for the next adventure or the next fight that I never took the time to enjoy moments like this, and I don't want to take them for granted anymore. I almost lost you a couple of weeks ago during that fight with Dark Oak.
But you didn't, Sonic.
I know, but I've never truly been scared in my life like I was that night. Watching your body fall out of the sky as Dark Oak delivered a punch to your head was easily the most frightening thing I've ever experienced in my life. I've never seen anyone take a beating like you did and continue to fight on to protect me like you did. No matter what that bastard did to you, you kept getting up to protect me, and it solidified every reason why I love you, and why I asked you to be my wife. You mean everything to me, Dashy, and I love you with all my heart.
Oh, Sonic, I love you too.
They share a romantic kiss. I think it's time we take this party inside. What do you say, Dash? Rainbow Dash gets on top of Sonic, keeping the blanket over them.
No, it's pretty comfy right here.
Rainbow Dash begins kissing Sonic as the happy couple make love in front of the fire. Meanwhile, Sweet Apple Acres. Knuckles is waiting for Applejack outside the barn.
Oh, come on, AJ. Can't I come in yet?
Just give me a few more seconds, Nux. I put together a very special evening for the two of us tonight.
You know, typically on a normal night, we don't go through all this hoopla to connect on an intimate level.
Well, this most certainly isn't a typical evening for the two of us. Number one, it's Hearts and Hooves Day, and secondly, we're officially engaged, which makes this night even more special than I originally planned. Inside the barn, Applejack is in a suggestive outfit for Knuckles.
Well, hurry up. I can't wait any longer to start making this night special.
Oh, just hold your ponies, Echidna. Applejack sprays herself with some of her Apple Paradise perfume and lays herself down on a bed of hay that's completely covered in apples. She grabs 2 glasses and taps the barrel of apple cider next to her, filling the 2 glasses for her and Knuckles. All right, Sugar Cube, I'm ready to give you your surprise.
Oh, sweet apple apple fritters, AJ.
So, Nooks, are you up for a rodeo, cowboy? Knuckles doesn't waste any time and immediately begins to enjoy his surprise with his new fiancée, Applejack.
Oh, Silver, you look so amazing in this outfit. Now I get to have the pleasure of taking it off of you.
Canterlot Castle. Princess Celestia enters her chamber. Discord, are you here? Discord turns Princess Celestia's desk chair around. Of course I am. You told me to wait up here for you, and what could I say? These days I enjoy doing as you command. Princess Celestia chuckles. I'm sorry about all that with Nightshade earlier. He requested my presence this evening, and I needed to talk to him about my expectations now that he's been released from his stone prison. If I had known you were gracing me with your presence this evening, I wouldn't have invited him here. I see. Well, apparently there's some history between you two as well. It's complicated, to say the least. So what is it you needed to talk to me about? Oh, I can't believe I forgot to stop and get you something. I guess that's what I get for doing things spontaneously. Discord snaps his fingers and a bouquet of roses appear. These are for you, Tia. Oh, Discord, they're lovely. Unless, of course, they attempt to bite me or shoot poisonous thorns at me or something like that. No, they are legitimately nice roses. I could make them do all those things if you'd like. No, these are truly beautiful, thank you. I'm glad you're here, Discord. You have this way of making me smile, and I need that right now. So, why did you stop by tonight? I don't know. To make a fool out of myself. Not that I don't do that on a normal basis, but tonight, I've finally been compelled to tell you what I've been hiding. A truth from you all these years. I'm not good with all this sappy stuff, so here it goes. Tia, I came by tonight to wish you a happy Hearts and Hooves Day, and to tell you that I'm in love with you, and have been for many, many millennia. I have only had this moment in my dreams. I've waited so long to hear you say those words, and I was always too afraid to express my love for you, given our history. I love you very much, Discord. They begin kissing again as Princess Celestia takes Discord to her bed and lays him down, as they happily make love with one another for the first time.